Hello, welcome to the Willing Vessel podcast. My name is Crystal. It is May 15th today. This year has been going by so fast. Life just gets so incredibly busy. I know it does for me and a lot of my friends. I'm sure it probably does for you as well, especially the month of May. We have graduations. I know my son is getting very, very antsy for the end of school. He's only got 2 weeks left. Well, now 9 days. We're counting down. And he just recently had a birthday, so that makes for busy. And then we're also celebrating our moms. Yesterday was Mother's Day. I had a very nice, relaxing weekend. My oldest took me on a date Saturday night, and he brought me yellow roses because they were my mom's favorite. And I love that he remembers and honors her. My oldest had the closest relationship with my mom since she was sick with the other two as they were growing up. So he's definitely has the best memories of my mom and was closest to her. My other two boys, they bought me things for my garden, and I absolutely love to have novelty items in my garden to add interest and joy. Because a lot of times there's not a whole lot living in my garden, but I work really hard at it to try. So every year I tell myself I'm going to get a little bit more out of the garden than I did last year, and I look at that as a victory. So I did have a really great Mother's Day, but I have to admit that I have not always had great Mother's Days. I've had Mother's Days that were really hard, and I think that is what I'm supposed to share with you today. So every Mother's Day I see on social media posts about to be sensitive to the mothers or to the women who want children and who have not been able to become mothers. And honestly, my heart hurts for those mamas' hearts with empty arms. And I do not ever want to say or do anything insensitive. But I have also heard women say that they are not mothers because they have never given birth, while they sacrifice day in and out for their stepchildren, or they are ferrying around their friends' children or their siblings' children. Giving birth is not a prerequisite for motherhood. Being a mother is pouring life into a younger generation. Though that can be done by being a spiritual mother, stepmom, aunt, friend, and the list goes on. I pray that all those that have a heart to mother are able to have their heart's desire, but I also want to celebrate women who are helping the next generation, sharing love, wisdom. We overlook so much. Giving birth does not make you a mother, and it doesn't, we all know those moms that are being moms. I've had spiritual mothers as well as my biological mother. So we all know how important those are in our lives, and we need to celebrate those women. And I want women to recognize what they are doing through that act. And another reason that Mother's Day can be so hard is because we are raising little sinners. I have had Mother's Day where I felt like I spent the day punishing children, and I promised that I did not feel celebrated. I felt more punished for being a mother, to be honest. But the thing is that my children are sinners, and they do not always make the best choices. But God can say the same thing about me. My sin does not reflect who God is any more than my children's sin reflect who I am as a mother. But God's response to his children's sin says everything about who he is. And just as our response in our children's sin reflects who we are as parents. I wish that I could tell you that I've always had the correct response, but well, I'm a sinner too. But I will say that I have responded correctly more than I didn't. At least I think and I pray I did. But these these hard days can make Mother's Day hard. And if you had some of these struggles this year, then I want to tell you it's okay. I understand how you feel. Just remember to love them like our Heavenly Father loves us, and allow God to comfort you. Your kiddos are walking out their life and their testimonies. Another reason that Mother's Day can be hard is if you have lost your mom. I grew up celebrating my mom and Nana, And now that they are no longer with us, it can be hard. My first Mother's Day without them, I refuse to acknowledge the day. I know that they are happier than they were any previous Mother's Day, since they are now celebrating every day with Jesus, but I miss them. On a day that celebrates mothers, I cannot help but think of my mama and Nana. Now, these memories are becoming more joyful of the time that I did have with them, and less sorrowful of the fact that they are not here. But if you are mourning the loss of a mother, I'm sorry. Our moms are such an important part of our lives that even though the pain of their loss lessens, we will always miss them. But knowing that my mom is dancing with Jesus and is no longer sick brings me a lot of comfort. And I pray that you feel the same comfort. I pray that your Mother's Day was wonderful, but if it was not, then I pray these words bring you comfort. I pray that you keep God first in all your busy seasons. He is the only way that I make it through mine. And if you are a mom of a graduate, know that they still do need you. This next chapter is one of celebration and transition as you let them fly free. Motherhood is all about working yourself out of a job, but as a daughter, we all know that we still need our mamas. So until next time, y'all be blessed.